It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10-10. At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up
when you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run forward with Penny. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 58 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Jason Myers.
Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
6-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
And 12 at the 33-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Makes it 3rd.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by D.J. Reed. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. At After the interception, here's Wilson looking for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Nothing.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Lindsey. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Lock throwing on target to Fan. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 41 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
Brandon McManus.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 3, second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 7, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. This is the tight end fan. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Number 25,
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. To throw on 2nd and 6, Locke. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. Wilson, no gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They fake the handoff, now Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now Locke. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It was taken down by
making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke on the slant, completes to Sutton. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Locke looks to throw it again. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Locke again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Seahawks.
Penny, the first down carry. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Number 20.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
L.J. Collier on the stop. 4 yards on the pick.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Gordon on the carry.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Locke on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score is Seahawks 28, Broncos 21. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, he lets it fly from Lockett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
At the Seahawks 34-yard line.
Locke off a play action. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
At the 8-yard line.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Locked. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. After the turnover, here's Locke. And, oh, a crusher there as it's... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
At the 21-yard line.
So the false start will back them up 5. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Penny. Down right around the 25. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 14.
Again, it's Penny. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
10 at their own 42-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that's caught at the 25. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
31 yards. First down, Seattle.
On first down, Carson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run again with Carson. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
For DK Metcalf, incomplete. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the